I'm Ellis Martin. Join me for a conversation with Spencer Cole, Chief Investment Officer of VOX Royalty, trading as VOX on the TSX Venture Exchange and in the U.S. on the OTC as VOX.CVE. VOX is a high-growth precious metals royalty and streaming company with a portfolio of over 50 royalties and streams spanning 8 jurisdictions. The company was established in 2014 and has since built unique intellectual property, a technically focused transactional team, and a global sourcing network which has allowed VOX to become the fastest growing company in the royalty sector. Since the beginning of 2019, VOX has announced over 20 separate transactions to acquire over 45 royalties. Mr. Cole is the co-founder of Mineral Royalties Online, acquired by VOX Royalty. He's a mining engineer and former investment banker with over 10 years of experience with BHP, South 32, and USB Investment Bank. He's historically involved in over $1 billion of royalty transactions. He has a bachelor's in commerce and mining engineering. Spencer, welcome back to the program.
Great to be here, Ellis. Thanks for having me.
We have new listeners all the time, so I'd like you to give an overview of the company, please.
Absolutely. So VOX Royalty Corp is a TSX Venture-listed high-growth mining royalty investment company. We have a portfolio of 54 mining royalty investments around the globe, and in the last 3 years, we've been the fastest growing company in our entire $70 billion industry.
You just released some news here. It's pretty exciting, but you have to explain it. You've just provided an update for the Janet Ivy gold mine, and you've filed a technical report on SEDAR. Now, for most people that would read something like that, they may not understand exactly what that means. Could you explain it to us?
I'd be happy to decode that gibberish for your listeners, Ellis. So today we announced to the market some really key information on one of our most recent gold investments, which is the Janet Ivy gold mine in Western Australia. Now, Janet Ivy is a producing mine, but importantly, the mine is just in the process of being expanded. So the operator of this mine is a $50 billion Hong Kong-based group called Zijin Mining. They've committed $460 million to a major expansion at this mine called the Binduli North expansion. So today we released some technical detail, which gives investors some indication of how much revenue we're going to be getting from this investment over the next 9 years.
And how much revenue is that?
Once the expansion is completed next year, we expect to get between $1.5 to $2.5 million per annum over 9+ years. That's from an initial investment of $5 million. So listeners can do the basic maths there pretty simply, but this should be a very attractive rate of return for our investors.
I think that's almost 4 to 1.
That's the math we get as well, Ellis, and that's without any exploration upside, which we certainly see some further upside there. But it should be a very attractive investment for us.
Now that fits right within your business model. This is exactly what you do.
Absolutely. So our business model really is built around identifying really attractive mining royalty investments, but attractive at today's prices, so buying it at deep value today. But more importantly, as we project out for that project over 3, 6, and 12 months, we're picking mining assets where we can see that they're about to fundamentally be expanded, or fundamentally they're about to be transformed through a major milestone. In this case, the major milestone is the construction of this big expansion project.
The resource sector, mining in general, is extremely risky. And one of the things I like about your particular business model, and you are a sponsor of the program, so I am biased, is that you've really de-risked almost everything, most likely.
You're absolutely right, Ellis. So one of the attractions of our business model, investing in mining royalties or income streams over other people's mines, is that we're not exposed to the same operational risks. So an investor who buys a share in VOX Royalty, they get the benefit of 54 separate mining projects that they're exposed to. So straight away, you're diversified across multiple mining companies, multiple countries, multiple mines. And then investors in VOX also have the benefit where our management team, which consists of mining engineers and geologists, we're doing the hard work to pick the right winners when we make these investments. So for retail investors, it's very difficult to pick one mine that's going to be successful without that right technical knowledge. Our management team has been purpose-built to pick winners consistently for VOX Royalty shareholders.
Speaking of shares, how many shares are in the company?
We've got just short of 40 million shares out, so very tight capital structure, and management owns 15% of the company. So everything we do is completely aligned with as shareholders ourselves.
And that 40 million shares certainly is a nice sweet spot, isn't it?
Absolutely. So we've got no plans to go back to the equity markets. We've got net cash on the balance sheet. We're in a really strong balance sheet position today. And over the coming quarters, we expect our revenues will continue to grow as the number of producing royalty assets we have organically increases from 5 to 10. So we couldn't be in a better balance sheet position currently.
Spencer, it's been great catching up with you today. I look forward to another update in the near future. Thanks for joining me on the program.
Thanks so much for your time, Ellis, and thanks for your listeners' attention today.
I've been speaking with Spencer Cole, Chief Investment Officer of VOX Royalty, trading as VOX on the TSX Venture Exchange and in the U.S. on the OTC as VOX.CVE. Find the company on their website, voxroyalty.com. I'm Ellis Martin.
Would you like to be one of the first to see who we are following? Subscribe to our audio newsletter. It's free. EllisMartinReport.com.